Hey everyone, it's me here. In this video, we're talking about ballads. Now when I think of ballads, I think of songs like this, and even this. Ballads aren't just slow songs. They're heartfelt stories set to music. They've got a strong narrative, memorable characters, and a whole lot of emotion. Think of them as mini-movies with a beginning, a middle, and an end that take you on an emotional journey. Ballads have been around since the Middle Ages. Back then, they were mostly about heroic deeds and romantic tales. Were meant to be sung by traveling musicians or bards, like the ultimate storytellers. These days, artists like Adele, Taylor Swift, Lord Huron and Florence and the Machine show us that ballads can be about anything that tugs at our heartstrings. So why do we love them? Because they connect with us on a deep level. A good ballad takes you somewhere and makes you feel something. It's like a warm hug for the soul. They can tell stories of lost love, of courage, of hardship and hope. They make us laugh, they make us cry. But most importantly, they make us feel less alone. Now let's talk about how to write a ballad. First things first, the story. What's a ballad without a story? Nothing? Okay, I'm being dramatic, but you get the point. The story is everything. It could be about unrequited love, a life-changing event, a quirky character, or even a made-up world. Think of classic fairy tales like Cinderella or Hansel and Gretel. They all have a story arc. They keep the listener engaged and wanting more. So for your ballad, start with an idea, then flesh it out. Ask yourself who the story is about, what happens to them, and how does it make them feel. Remember, your story doesn't have to be exactly like these stories. Just use them as a template. And once you've got your story, it's time to turn it into a song. Verse, hook, verse, bridge, B section, reprise, repeat. That's one possible order. Or maybe verse, B section, bridge, reprise, repeat. Oh, and by the way, in a ballad, the B section is usually slower and softer than the verse. We're going for maximum emotional impact here. And now, let's talk about the melody. This is where you want to tug at those heartstrings. Use musical phrases that flow together nicely. Think of it like the ups and downs of the story. When writing the melody, try singing or humming different tunes to see what fits the best. Once you've got your melody, it's time to add some harmony. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try close harmony, where the notes are right next to each other, or open harmony, where the notes are farther apart. Or maybe even use some vocal percussion, like snapping or clapping. It's up to you. Next, the lyrics. Your words should paint a picture in the listener's mind. Use sensory details so they can see, hear, smell, taste, or feel what's happening in the story. Don't be afraid to use poetic devices like metaphors, similes, and alliteration. Metaphors compare two things without using like or as. Similes compare to things using like or as. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words. Okay, now let's talk about structure. A ballad typically has verses and a hook. Verses tell the story and the hook, also called the refrain, has repeated lines that stick in your head. It's the part you'll be humming days later. The hook usually has the same melody, but you can change it up a bit for the verses. For example, maybe the verses are in common time, and the hook is in 6/8 time. That'll give it a lilting, danceable feel. Or maybe the verses are in C major, and the hook is in F major. That'll give it a triumphant, celebratory feel. For the arrangement, keep it simple. You don't want to overcomplicate your ballad or it'll lose its charm. Choose instruments that complement the vocals without overpowering them. Acoustic guitar, piano, or strings work really well. And don't forget the dynamics. Soft, gentle playing for the verses, and then a swell of sound for the chorus. Build, build, build. Then once the song's done, take a bow. You've just written a ballad. Remember, the best ballads come from the heart. So be honest, be vulnerable, and be real. Your listeners will thank you for it. And hey, if you're still stuck, maybe try writing a ballad about a topic you know a lot about. For example, maybe you're a gamer. You could write a ballad about your favorite video game character. Or maybe you're a bookworm. You could write a ballad about your favorite book. See? It's all about finding inspiration in the everyday. So go out there and find your inspiration. Write that ballad and share it with the world. Who knows? You might just touch someone's heart, and isn't that what music's all about?